afternoon and welcome into the Owasso High School Gymnasium on the campus of Owasso High School for this special presentation of the OSSAA 5A Boys quarterfinal round of the 2021 State Basketball Championships, brought to you by KICM TV and produced by the Oklahoma Sports Network for the NFHS Network. As this today, the opening round of the 5A Boys State Championship Tournament, and already one game has been settled due to a forfeit. Will Rogers had to bow out due to the coronavirus. Carl Albert has advanced on. They'll play the winner of this matchup here today, the second-ranked Chargers of Tulsa Memorial taking on the 18th-ranked Tigers of Ardmore. Coming up, it's the pregame show presented to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Coming up next, right here from Owasso.
This NFHS Network Championship event is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
Ardmore Vision and Laser Eye Center invites you to their convenient location at 1122 Walnut Drive on the corner of 12th and Walnut in Ardmore. Dr. Denver Rushing and his staff offer professional service with the latest techniques and technologies from eyeglasses, contact lenses, and laser vision correction, plus diagnosis and management of ocular diseases. Ardmore Vision and Laser Eye Center provides the highest quality LASIK, professionally performed right here in Ardmore, so you don't have to travel for the best. Ardmore Vision and Laser Eye Center, conveniently located at 1122 Walnut Drive in Ardmore. Call 223-5300 to make your appointment.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 5A Boys quarterfinal state championship pregame show, brought to you by KICM TV and produced by the OSN for the NFHS Network. As this matchup today, an interesting one. We take a look at the road to Owasso for the Ardmore Tigers, coached by Kyle Jesse in his first year as head coach. As the Tigers made their way here, going 3-1 in the 5A playoffs. First, it was an opening round win over Guthrie, 60-49, before they fell to the top-ranked team in 5A, the Titans of Carl Albert, a game in which was won easily by the Titans, 73-43. But with their backs against the wall, they posted a win over 13th-ranked Glenpool at the area tournament in Lawton at Lawton MacArthur, a 78-75 win. And then in the closing moments of regulation against El Reno, it was Jordan Brown sinking a pair of free throws to cement a 63-61 win for the Tigers, making their first state tournament appearance since 2015. This overall, their 39th appearance, an all-time record of 21-37. They won back-to-back titles in 1993 and 94. In 93, it was a 4A title over Tulsa McLean, and in 94, also a win over McLean, 55-48. The last time they made it to state was 2015, and it kind of circles the wagon, so to speak, as it was Tulsa Memorial that ended Ardmore's run the last time they were in the 5A state tournament, 79-45. As for Tulsa Memorial, well, they are the de facto defending champions in Class 5A, three-time champs. To be honest, they weren't able to play for the title a year ago, but they won the title in 2019, 18, and 17. This is their 31st appearance, an overall record of 40-20, including their 9th tournament appearance in a row. And they have had an extremely great program. Matter of fact, they have won 9 straight tournament games since losing to Carl Albert 56-54 in the 2016 title game. And since a first-round loss back in 6A, they're 24-4 at state. The only team to beat them since 2011 is Carl Albert, and they've done it twice in 2015 semifinals and the 2016 championship. So that kind of sets the scene for today's matchup between the Ardmore Tigers and the Tulsa Memorial Chargers. Let's take a look at the head coaches for the Ardmore Tigers, it's Kyle Jesse. His first year as head coach. Right now a record of 11-8 for the 18th ranked Tigers, but all time an overall record of 55-59. He had a 44-47 record in Callisburg, Texas, where he coached prior to his arrival in Ardmore this season. For head coach Robert Bobby Allison, as he is called, Bobby Allison has had a terrific run. The former assistant from Muskogee, now in his 8th year as head coach, and what a run it's been. 164 wins against 35 losses. His team coming in ranked 2nd in the state with a record of 18-3 on the season, and they are led by Tyrese Frierson, a 5'11 junior guard who averages 17 points per game to go along with 5.5 assists per contest. And they've got size in the front court with a 6'6 junior in forward Braden Hubbard, who averages nearly a double-double per game, 13 points and just shy of 10 rebounds per game. For the Ardmore Tigers, their offense is paced by D.D. Coleman, a 5'11 junior guard who averages 18 points per game. And on the inside, Elijah Franks, a 6'3 senior forward, one of 2 seniors on this group, who averages 6 points per contest, but averages right at 7 points per game. Let's take a look at the starters for today's game, or at least projected starters. First, for the 2nd-ranked Chargers of Tulsa Memorial, we mentioned Frierson, the 5'11 junior guard, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 5.5 assists per contest. He's joined in the backcourt by a 5'11 senior guard in Jawan Profit. Profit, who averages 3.5 assists a game, really more of a distributor, only averages 3 points per game. And then rounding out the backcourt, Seth Pratt, the sophomore guard, a 6'3 stellar athlete, all-around player, averaging nearly 12 points per game to go along with 5.5 boards per contest and 3 assists per game. In the front court, it's the 6'6 junior forward, Braden Hubbard. Hubbard, as I mentioned, almost averaging a double-double. He's one of 2 players in the front court nearly averaging a double-double this season when you throw in the 6'4 junior forward, Killian Spellman, who also averages just over 13 points per game and 9.5 rebounds per contest. Taking a look at the starters for the Ardmore Tigers, again ranked 18th in the state in Class 5A. They come in with a record of 11-8, and they've won now 3 in a row, they've won 3 of their last 4. Their longest win streak of the season has been back-to-back wins. It's been an up-and-down year, a relatively young group for Coach Jesse, and they're led in the backcourt by D.D. Coleman, the 5'11 junior guard who I mentioned averaged 18 points per game, and a 5'11 junior guard and Dakari Scott, who has only played 13 games this season, getting the start, averaging 6 points per game, and a 5'9 junior guard, Dion Brown, who averages 12 points per contest. And then finally, the 5'10 sophomore guard, who hit 2 key free throws in that win over El Reno to punch their ticket to state, Jordan Brown. The 2 are brothers, and the younger Jordan Brown averaging 13 points per game. And then, as I mentioned, in the front court, it is the 6'3 senior forward in Elijah Franks. You take a look at how these teams have stacked up so far this season. For Tulsa Memorial, it is back to business as usual. 18-3 is the record. They had a season-long win streak of 10 straight wins before losing to Daniel Webster. They had just beaten Daniel Webster 5 days earlier, 74-64, before being ousted by the 3rd-ranked team out of Class 4A, 60-54. That game was played at Webster. As for Ardmore, the 18th-ranked Tigers, against the top teams in the state, overall, just a 3-6 record against top 20 opponents. They are, however, 1-5 against the top 5 teams. Their 1 lone win against a top 5 opponent, coming against the Ada Cougars, 4th-ranked team in Class 4A. We step aside for the starters in the play of the national anthem. It is special coverage of the 5A Boys State quarterfinals, presented to you here today by Academy Sports and Outdoors on KICM TV.
All the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com, or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
Dollar Tree Warehouse in Marietta is currently looking for general warehouse associates, and they want you. Direct hire with no staff and agency involvement. Salary starting at $13 per hour, plus incentive bonuses. Shifts available include 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Dollar Tree Warehouse offers free medical and basic life insurance for full-time associates, dental and vision insurance, voluntary life insurance, 401k including company match, paid time off, a salary increase in 6 months, and annual merit increases. Apply online today at dollartree.com/careers.
Athletic injuries are essentially orthopedic injuries with sport-specific components. At Excel Therapy, our goal is for the athlete to return to the sport quickly. Excel Therapy can assist in speeding up recovery following surgery by improving range of motion, strength, and flexibility. At Excel Therapy, we excel at sports medicine. We excel at physical therapy. We excel at helping you excel. With clinics in Ardmore and Durant, our team excels at orthopedic injury recovery and sports medicine. Find us at exceltherapyok.com.
There's tea, and then there's HTO. 24 flavors of sweet or unsweet tea made with the best water for the best tea. Don't miss out on happy hour, where half-price drinks are our way of saying thank you for being a part of the family. If refreshing water or incredible tea isn't enough, then add some fresh fruit to your drink or choose from our large variety of snacks to make the perfect combo. HTO now in Ardmore on the corner of Commerce and Grand.
Welcome back, everyone, to Owasso High School Gymnasium. It is the quarterfinal round of the 5A Boys State Basketball Championships, presented to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors and brought to you by KICM, produced by the OSN for the NFHS Network. I'm Jay Lindley. Soon to be joining me, Bryson Colwell, our color commentator and cameraman today, along with our producer, Eric Sharam, here in Owasso. Rewind back a year ago, they were able to get Class A and B in before the NBA shut everything down. And interestingly enough, it all started in Oklahoma, and it started in the 5A state basketball tournament, as Del City was slated to take on Bishop Kelly, but that game never happened. And in all, from 2A through 6A, there were 80 teams that had punched their ticket to state. Only 37 of them were able to get back here in 2021. One of those teams, well, Tulsa Memorial, the Chargers, coming in ranked second, and as I mentioned a moment ago, the de facto defending state champion, three-time champion, winning state titles in 17, 18, and 19. And a bit of a surprise run for the underdog Ardmore Tigers. They're 18th in the state and have come in after a dismantling loss against Carl Albert. They have been able to win back-to-back games over top 20 opponents, and they come here today trying to, well, shock a team that has so far been able to handle everyone for the last 6-7 years. I welcome in Bryson Colwell. And Bryson, you've watched a lot of this Ardmore team. One thing you and I were talking about, it is what Coach Jesse does. He is great at motivating, and that should be a key to this game today. Can they stick with the high-flying Chargers?
Absolutely, Jay. Thanks for welcoming me in, by the way. I've gotten to talk to some former athletes of Coach Jesse's this week. I've gotten to talk to the current athletes that play for Coach Jesse this week, and they've all put it to me very simply. He can get you fired up when you need it, and today the Tigers need it.
I think one other key would be perhaps to dirty it up just a little bit. This is an offense for Tulsa Memorial. Comes in averaging 69 points per game. They connect on 49% of their shot attempts, 38% from beyond the arc. And Ardmore, on the other hand, a team that allows defensively just 62.5 points per game. If they can keep this game in the 60s, they may have a shot to pull off an opening round upset. The Tigers donning the road maroon with the white numerals and lettering, Ardmore across the chest, Memorial in the home wide, and the opening tip one, and a Euro step to the rim to start it off for Killian Spellman. So Spellman with the quick basket off of the opening tip, and it's 2-0. Welcome you into this broadcast on KICM TV, produced by the Oklahoma Sports Network for the NFHS Network. With the basketball, it's D.D. Coleman. Upper left corner of the court, 7:36 to play. Pulls up for a 10-footer left side of the lane, a miss. Rebound by Hubbard, his first of the game. Jump pass out left side. Frierson wants the three, missing on his first attempt of the contest, and pulling in the rebound is Franks. Had the opportunity to talk with Coach Jesse, said Franks was his best rebounder. He's going against 6'6" and 6'4" today. Three on the way, and it's off the front of the iron, a miss by Deion Brown. Controlling up the left side of the court is Juwan Profit. He'll Euro step in the lane, give to Hubbard, and Hubbard leans in for the finger roll finish. Spellman with that finish, but Spellman comes down hard on the court. Shaken up underneath the basket. Clock stopped at the 7-minute mark. Might have just gotten the air knocked out of him.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me, Jay. He came down right on his chest and then hit his chin.
He's coming out to check on him. Robert Allison, the 8th-year head coach. What a run he has had, the former Muskogee assistant. 164 wins against 35 losses. And 4 titles to his credit and a couple of runner-ups. Not a bad way to start your coaching career. Pressure applied by Memorial. Jump pass that is tipped away by Frierson. Frierson came flying in late. It was intended to go into the hands of Deion Brown, but it was slapped out of bounds. Stops the clock with 6:48 to play. Long time on the inbounds. Inbound to Franks. With it is Coleman. Coleman was trying to get it back out to the backcourt, and it slapped away out of bounds. Frierson getting a hand on it again. Jordan Brown, the sophomore, jots to the left. Directing traffic, calls for Brown to work from underneath. They pass right, now go back. Left side to Brown. Shot up on the way. Over the top of Profit, a miss, strong rebound by Deion Brown. A kick to Coleman, he'll drive. Floater from 14, a miss. Rebound pulled in by Hubbard, his second of the game. He'll take it coast to coast, then dish. Kick out pass, left side. Pratt for 3, nets it home. And a very quick 7-0 run and a quick timeout called by Coach Jesse. 32nd timeout. We'll leave it right here to tell you that today's broadcast brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Well, Bryson, we were talking a moment ago, the idea of Ardmore needing to dirty up this game just a little bit, and the high-flying Chargers came out off the opening tip and made a very quick statement with a 7-0 run. We're not even 2 minutes in.
And I think that's the type of situations that Ardmore have seen themselves get into a lot this year, Jay, letting teams overwork themselves at times and then taking advantage near the fourth quarter. We've seen a lot of big games for Ardmore this year in the fourth, some overtimes this year leading into this bracket.
And the transition game so far from Memorial has kind of caught Ardmore backpedaling, and now there's a whistle. Official may be coming over to get the clock set, and they do. They move it to 6:13. Saw the official holding up 4 fingers there. Apparently 4 seconds ran off of the clock. Had to get it restarted. 2-2-1 press look by Memorial. They'll try and skip the defense with a pass. It didn't work. It's stolen away by Dannon Lundry, who just checked into the game for Memorial, and then a quick basket at the other end for the Chargers. So the pressure getting to Ardmore here early. It's 9-0 with 5:55 to play in the first. Doubling back is Coleman. Kick to Brown. 3 from the right corner. A miss. Spellman with the rebound. And a tie ball called by the officials. The alternating arrow favoring Ardmore. Ardmore still looking for points. 2 minutes and 13 seconds into this one. Memorial has scored on every possession thus far. Pass to the left corner. Driving is Scott. Kick right side. Brown wants a 3 off of the front of the iron. Scott fighting for the rebound. It's loose on the floor. Brown had it, but it's scooped up by Seth Pratt. Memorial dominating the glass and dominating defensively and offensively here early. Bounce into the high post. Finds Spellman down the right side of the lane. Went up. He misses. Lundry. Rebound put back won't go. He'll miss. Tapped around. Hubbard wants to go at it. He misses. 4th effort won't go. And finally, Memorial doesn't score on an offensive possession. Dakari Scott with the rebound cleans the glass. 5:05 to play here in the first. Memorial sliding back into a zone look. Pratt coming out to defend. A long three from D.D. Coleman, who splashes it in from NBA range. First points of the game comes at the 4:51 mark. It took nearly half the quarter for Ardmore to get on the board, but it's only a 6-point game as Pratt loses the handle on it. Tracks it down. Kicks right side. Now back out up top to Profit. He'll muscle his way in the lane. A lot of contact. No whistle. Lundry with a rebound. Put back won't go. And it's loose out to the corner. Hubbard with his 5th rebound finds Pratt. And the three off of the back of the iron, no good. Rebound falling away from the basket was Jordan Brown. Bringing it up is D.D. Coleman. He'll square. He'll launch another high arcing three. That one off the mark. Spellman with the rebound. Aside from the three hit by Coleman 2 possessions ago, it's been tough going for the Tigers so far. Hitting the midway point of this first quarter, 9-3. Profit with the basketball. Now drives the lane left to right, gives inside an easy basket for Lundry. Profit with the assist. The motion for Memorial is creating a lot of open spots, and the one thing is the inside game for Memorial, they keep attacking the baseline. There's finally a three made by Jordan Brown, his 2nd of the game. Cuts the lead to 5.
So now getting in here to the first quarter, about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first, and Ardmore starting to show some signs of life.
Pratt with the basketball, has it poked loose from behind. It was Coleman who got a hand on it. Coming up with it, Deion Brown squares, top of the key three, splashes it through. Living and dying from beyond the arc. They've cut it back. They have the scoreboard off just slightly. It's 11-9. They credited that for Memorial, not Ardmore. Now they're fixing it as Profit drives, and again, Coleman, he's getting sneaky with the hands. That time he allowed Profit to drive by him. He poked it loose out of bounds, and it last was touched by Jawan Profit. So Ardmore, buoyed by some great defense from D.D. Coleman and a couple of made threes, have an opportunity here to tie or take the lead after falling down early 9-0.
And Jay, this Tiger team really this year has lived and died by their own energy. They pump each other up, and whenever one's down, they're all down. And as you can see right now, they're getting up.
McGee checked in a moment ago off of the bench, averaging 8 points per game. 3 on the way. Deion Brown shot partially blocked. Rebound, though, by Scott. He'll fire out, find Coleman. Pull up from 16 out, rattles around off the mark. Rebound by Spellman, his 3rd of the game. And he'll quickly hand it off to Frierson, who will control the offense, walk it across at the 2:25 mark, leading by 2. Drifts off the right wing to Profit left side. Now to Monte Collins, the sophomore guard, and a travel on Tyrese Frierson. And while it's been a fast start here for Tulsa Memorial, Frierson, who leads the Chargers in scoring 17 a game, he is yet to put one through. Hubbard returns to the lineup, replacing Lundry for the Chargers with 2:16 to play. The official taking a moment to get it in. Now McGee will inbound, and D.D. Coleman will walk it across midcourt. Sliding toward 2 minutes to play here in the first. Passing left side to McGee. He'll knock down the right side of the lane. Was well defended, a miss. Rebound Spellman. Up the right half of the floor, coming to a stop. Back to Hubbard, around the arc. Profit into the left corner, finds Frierson. Frierson wanting to drive. Now a step back three. Nets it home. And that's a big-time shot from Tyrese Frierson. Very difficult to hit those fallaways from 19 out, and he did it easy. Missed 3 and another rebound for Hubbard. He's already got 6 in the game. Profit with the basketball off the left wing. Minute 36 to play in the first. Inside, Spellman leans in, misses, gets his own rebound. The putback is good for Killian Spellman, who has 6 points and 5 boards. Dominating on the inside, and that stops a run for Ardmore. Those back-to-back baskets by Memorial. Ardmore was within 2, was unable to get back with it. 3 on the way here, missed. Off the mark by Jordan Brown. Bringing it up the floor is Frierson, finding Spellman, and Spellman scores again off of the assist from Tyrese Frierson. So Memorial, after Ardmore was able to go on a 9-2 run, they have answered here with a 7-0 run. They opened the game on a 7-0 run. And 48 seconds remain here in the first. Coleman fakes right, drives the lane, kicks to an open Scott in the corner. Trying to find a man along the baseline. It's Coleman who will circle back out. 38 seconds to play. Defended by Frierson. Directing traffic, calling for a switch here. Now he's double teamed. Out up high. Passes off to the right. Jordan Brown has his pass deflected away out of bounds by Hubbard.
Nice move by him there. I really thought that he just didn't see anything going there, so he went ahead and said, I'll just bounce it off you. We'll redo this thing.
Jalen Reed, seeing his first action of the game, checks in for Ardmore. Inbounds pass out to Brown, and now McGee. Gave it up, gets it back, looks at a long-range bomb. That one clanks off of the glass, doesn't touch iron. Pratt with the rebound, in transition up the left side, drives the lane, travels. Got into the air, defender came in late, flying by. Didn't want to shoot the shot, ended up landing, and the travel is called.
Substitution for the Chargers, number 21, Ronnie Dixon.
So into the game is Ronnie Dixon, a 6'2 junior guard for Memorial. And he'll guard the inbound. It's one thing Memorial has. They got a lot of length in comparison to Ardmore. Full court pressure applied by the Chargers. 5 seconds near a backcourt. Passing it to Coleman. Coleman knifing through two defenders. Runner at the buzzer won't go. And at the end of one, it's Memorial 18, Ardmore 9. Back in a moment on KICM TV.
Are you unhappy with your job? Maybe you want to do something totally different. Oasis Staffing can help. If you're thinking about a new career, our experienced staff members can assess your skills and help match you to a career that utilizes those skills, helping you to achieve your maximum potential. We have positions available in many different fields, so get dressed for success and apply in person at our office located at 105 North Commerce in Ardmore, just south of Homeland. Oasis Staffing, Ardmore's #1 source for connecting employees with employers.
This special presentation of the OSSAA 5A Boys State quarterfinal round of the 2021 Boys Championships presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors and brought to you by KICM TV. Produced by the Oklahoma Sports Network for the NFHS Network. It is 18-9. Tulsa Memorial, the second-ranked team in the land in Class 5A, leading 18-9. Jay Lindley alongside Bryson Colwell and Eric Sharham. He's the quiet guy doing all the fancy technical work, getting those commercial breaks in. It is Profit on the floor along with Hubbard. Also Pratt, who had a nice first half. Frierson, or first quarter, I should say. And Killian Spellman. So Memorial starts with the original 5. Frierson misses, but there for a rebound and putback is Braden Hubbard, who has paced the way. That's his first basket of the game, but he does have 7 points. For the Tigers, it is Jordan Brown along with D.D. Coleman, also Dion Brown. They keep Jalen Reed in the lineup and McGee. So 3 of the original 5 starters for Coach Kyle Jesse out to begin this second quarter. Dion Brown wants a 3 from the left corner, and every field goal made so far by Ardmore has been from beyond the arc. It's the one way they've been able to somewhat stay in this game.
And I've got to say, Jay, I'm actually very surprised at that so far. It's been very surprising for me because I would imagine the percentage on your sheet says they're not very good from beyond that arc.
Sure, a lot of it has to do with a little bit of game planning. Memorial's been running a zone. They've been pressing up the floor and then dropping back into kind of a matchup zone and basically daring them to come into the land of the Giants when you've got Spellman and Hubbard down there. This ball is kicked, and it'll be Ardmore basketball. I mean, it's one of the things coming into this game, and you looked at the rosters, the size of the players, you knew that would be an advantage for Memorial. And one way to get them out of that, knock down a few from 23 out. Ardmore with the basketball here. It is Brown off the left wing. Bouncing to Reed, gets it back, 6:18 to play. Now behind the back dribble. Stripped away, it's loose on the floor. Profit with a diving effort Profit, gives to Spellman, drives to the other end, and the finger roll finish for Spellman. He's the first to double figures with 10 points, and he's already on his way to a double-double. He's got 5 boards as well. 22-12 our score. Largest lead of the game for Memorial. 3 on the way, and netting it home is D.D. Coleman, who has a pair of bombs in this first half. He has 6 to lead the Tigers. It's 22-15. 5:40 to play here in this second quarter. Frierson will walk it up just left of center court. Both coaches stalking the sidelines. Coach Jesse for Ardmore about to make a substitution. 3 on the way. This one a miss by Hubbard. Rebound secured by McGee. Chadray McGee with the rebound already to the other end. Here's Jordan Brown for a 3. Right corner, a miss. Braden Hubbard with the rebound, his 8th of the game. Has it swiped away, though. Poked loose from behind by McGee. And now bringing it up center court is Coleman. Coleman at the top of the key. Crossover dribble. Profit out to defend. 5 minutes remaining in this second. He spins, he shoots, missing from 12. Comes flying in. Little body contact as he collided with Frierson, who came up with the board. Frierson up center court. Stops, pops from 10, nets at home. Frierson with 5 in the game now after being quiet much of the first quarter. He hit a 3 late in that first. Leading scorer for the Chargers, averaging 17 a game. He's got 5 here, and the lead is now to 11. Skip pass or bounce pass underneath, stolen by Frierson. Memorial has numbers. Frierson to the rim, tried to leave it up for Hubbard. Hubbard didn't get the message. It kind of goes down as an air ball, and the rebound, if you can call it that, to Jalen Reed. Crossover dribble by Jordan Brown. Angling right, passes to Coleman. He's been hot. That one rims in and out. Hubbard pulling down yet another rebound. He's got 9 now. 24-15 our score. Patiently dribbling in midcourt as Frierson passes to Pratt. Left wing bomb, a miss. Hubbard muscles in for the rebound, and the putback is good. Braden Hubbard, 6 points, 10 boards, timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. And Memorial has put together a nice run. They have their largest lead of the game. It is an 11-point advantage, 26-15 with 3:51 to play. Today's broadcast brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. And it's the one thing that has been going on throughout this game, Memorial being able to get into transition whenever Ardmore was really allowing them to play at a fast speed. It was funny because D.D. Coleman was getting some things done defensively from behind the basketball, but here in the last couple of possessions, Bryson, it has certainly been falling the Chargers' way.
Man, I tell you what, D.D. Coleman, as you just said, has been an offensive hero for this team this year. Chadray McGee hasn't been an offensive hero for this team this year, but he has been a defensive hero for this team this year. And if they can get him working on defense, I think this game could be turned around for Ardmore.
Bringing it across midcourt is D.D. Coleman. New to the game is Cedric Jones, a sophomore for Coach Jesse and the Tigers. Pass into the right corner, finding its way to Brown. Now back to McGee, wants the 3. And it fell down as he shot that one, was pressured there by Spellman. Jawan Profit drives, gives to Hubbard, misses at the rim, muscles down his own rebound. It's loose to Pratt from the left block, has it swatted away. Into the game comes Cedric Jones, and he's already logged a block. At the other end, McGee unable to finish. Memorial this time will walk it across midcourt, an 11-point advantage. It is Profit in the midcourt circle, under 3 to play. Passing to Pratt, right side, down low to Hubbard. Back out to a wide open Profit, 3, clanks off of the glass, a miss. Jones with the rebound for the Tigers. Outlet pass right side is Coleman. Crossover dribble, works past Hubbard, then backpedals out. Jones comes out, receives the basketball, working motion off that right side. They'll free up Coleman. Hubbard with the height advantage against the 5'11 junior. Backpedaling out, he'll restart the offense. Oscillates off to the left side. Only Deion Brown to that side. They give to Brown. Back out up top to Scott. And now driving is Coleman. Step back, looked at a 3, was defended by Spellman. Give to Jones, and Jones connects. So Cedric Jones comes off of the bench, has a block shot and 2 points, and somewhat stops the bleeding, cuts it back to a 9-point game. Monte Collins, who checked in during that timeout, controlling the ball here, has it poked loose from behind. Scott had it. I believe they're going to say Scott stepped on the baseline. He hadn't established himself back into the court of play and therefore out of bounds. And so it'll remain Memorial's basketball with 1:52 to play. Collins inbounds along the left baseline. Out to Pratt, left corner three, misses. Backside rebound hauled in by Deion Brown. Takes it all the way up the left half of the floor. Finds Coleman, upper left corner of the court. 1:40 to play here in this second. Jones almost walked out. Not sure he's used to having to handle the ball like that.
Well,
a little awkward move there.
That's what I was going to say. I believe that's the first 2 points I've seen Jones make of the year just since I've been with the team.
3 on the way, and Deion Brown nets his second 3 of the game. So far, Ardmore has made 7 field goals. 6 of them have been from beyond the arc, and it's back to a 6-point game.
You know, you get into situations like this in the tournament, you need things to happen that maybe didn't happen this year, and so far, Ardmore's definitely done that.
Spellman loses it away out of bounds. And with 1:04 to play here till the halftime break, being the underdog in this one, Ardmore gets an opportunity here maybe to get a couple of baskets before the halftime break. Could be either tied or within a possession. The way they've been shooting threes, basically they're within 2 possessions here. Jones passing left side. With the basketball, it's Coleman. And a hand check whistled on Monte Collins. That's our first whistle of the game. I mean, and to be honest, you know, I know some fans will look at the scoreboard or just tune in and go, man, they're just letting. To be honest, it's been a pretty clean game by both teams. I mean,
for us to be 44 seconds left in the second quarter and that be our first whistle of the game, I'd say hats off to every boy out here on this court. Now we got another one, but that's how basketball usually goes. They all take them up, about in the last minute of the game anyway, right?
And that time, Pratt just got out of position defending the inbounds pass to Scott. So Dakari Scott, the recipient of that one, checking into the game is Jordan Brown. He'll replace Elijah Franks. So for Ardmore, it's Coleman, Deion Brown, Jordan Brown, also Cedric Jones, and Dakari Scott, making his 14th game appearance of the season. 36 seconds on the first half clock. Upper left corner of the court, it's Coleman. Pratt out to defend with Frierson. They'll find Scott, had him trapped in the corner, and now Frierson will pick up a whistle. Going for the steal, he picks up his first. It is team foul number 3 against Memorial. Inbound across midcourt, and having to bring it back over is Coleman. He lobs right side to Jordan Brown. 18 seconds remaining in the half. Back to the right half of the floor. And the ball is tipped away. Spellman arguing his case. Not going to win that one. Thought it may have deflected off of Jordan Brown. Brown will inbound. Coleman across midcourt. Feeds inside, quickly out to Jordan Brown. And Brown with an errant pass. Scott saves it, goes tumbling over the scorer's table, or the press row, if you will, in this socially distanced environment. And that's one thing I'll say. Owasso has done it. They've got the bleachers here below us. On this side where we're shooting from is the Memorial side. Those fans are down low, separated out by rows. And on the opposite side are the Ardmore fans, not allowed down behind the players, but in the upper deck. As a 3 from Pratt at the buzzer, it airballs off to the left, and Ardmore is within 6 of second-ranked Tulsa Memorial as we get set for the halftime break. Well, Bryson, before we go to break, if you're setting as an Ardmore fan or an Ardmore player, I don't think that first half could have gone any better than it did, considering the Chargers got out to that very quick 7-0 run. They started off extremely fast-paced, looked for a moment like it might get out of their wheelhouse. We said one of the keys, dirty it up, keep it in the 60s, you'll feel pretty good about things. Well, right now, this game was to play out exactly. Only 52 points for Memorial. I think you'd take that as a win if you're Coach Jesse.
A wise man once told me, and he was a coach, coaching's a lot like life. You enjoy the little things. The little things in that half was you came out and set the tone. Ardmore, as we've talked about the whole game, an underdog coming into this one, only down, like you said, 6 points here heading to half, but really the way Ardmore's played, 2-possession game right now, going into the locker room with a couple things they need to fix, but overall, if you're Coach Jesse, you got to be happy at that first half. No team fouls. That's one thing Ardmore has struggled with so much this year, is getting your key players into foul trouble. They hopefully won't have to worry about that as much now leading into the second half.
Only 7 field goals made in the first half by the Tigers, 6 of them from beyond the arc. We'll take a look at the first half numbers coming up in just a bit. This is special coverage of the 5A Boys State quarterfinal in the 2021 round of the OSSAA Boys State Basketball Championships, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors and brought to you by KICM TV and produced by the Oklahoma Sports Network for the NFHS Network. Back in a moment.
When I grow up, everything is going to be perfect. I'll be a supermodel, a scientist, and an astronaut. And then I'll meet a boy who loves everything about me. And when he asks me to marry him, my ring will be so big and so beautiful and have so many diamonds, all my friends will want to see it and they'll be super happy for me. And he will be so smart, he'll get a great deal on it at Ray Ward Fine Jewelers.
Ray Ward Fine Jewelers.
Southern Oklahoma Oral and Facial Surgery has been caring for the people of Southern Oklahoma for over 40 years. As board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgeons, Dr. Wallace and Dr. Sutherland have the highest level of expertise in the removal of wisdom teeth, placement of dental implants, facial injuries, corrective jaw surgery, jaw pain, and facial cosmetic surgery. By continually learning innovative techniques and utilizing the most up-to-date technology, they are able to provide world-class oral and facial surgery right here in Southern Oklahoma. To discuss your oral or facial surgical needs, call the experts at Southern Oklahoma Oral and Facial Surgery.
Southern Tech, your community technology center, would like to take a moment to recognize all their students and alumni participating in athletic events. They support their students who are band members, on the Pom Squad, on the cheerleading team, on the field, and in the stands. In every endeavor, whether their students are in the classroom or community, they want to encourage them. Southern Tech students come from all over Southern Oklahoma to learn new skills, improve their craft, or earn a certification. Full-time, online, evening classes, and more are available for people of all ages. What are you waiting for? Write your success story at Southern Tech.
Hi, I'm Richard Bell, owner and founder of The Boss, the Builder's Outlet Superstore. The Boss carries a huge selection of laminate, waterproof flooring, and carpet, as well as doors, cabinets, and vanities. The Boss is your wood fencing leader, with unbeatable pricing on pickets, panels, and supplies. The Boss is open Tuesday through Saturday at 2606 Crossroads Drive in Ardmore. When you want the best deals in flooring, fencing, and home improvement, you gotta shop at The Boss.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Owasso High School Gymnasium. Special coverage of the 5A Boys quarterfinal round of the 2021 OSSAA Boys State Basketball Championships. Today's game presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, and, of course, being brought to you by KICM TV, produced by the Oklahoma Sports Network for the NFHS Network. I'm Jay Lindley alongside Bryson Colwell, and, of course, our on-site producer is Eric Sharum. You take a look at that second quarter. Take a look at the overall game. Chargers got out hot. They were off and running. Started the game on a 9-0 run. Ardmore was able to cut it within 2, made it 9-7, and would stay around 11-9 for the better part of that first quarter. And then things kind of fell apart. They were down 18-9 at the end of the first. But in that second, the Tigers outscore Tulsa Memorial 11-8 in a game that Memorial has led by as many as 11 multiple times. As I said, going into the halftime break, Ryson, if you're Ardmore, this is exactly what you want. And if you're Memorial, I think it's just a simple fix of getting back into rhythm. Think about the way the opening 2 minutes of this game, they wanted to be a track meet. That was evident from the get-go. They started off from the opening tip.
Immediately, I mean, within the first 2 seconds, they were already on the board. And this has kind of been the story all year long for Ardmore. Ardmore's not a flashy basketball team. I wouldn't even say they're that technical of a basketball team, but they are hard-nosed, and they will come out and punch you in the mouth if they need to. So far, it's been about a half a punch. They're waiting to really rear back and just uppercut it. I can feel it on Memorial today.
Of course, let's take a look at the first half numbers. And first, the team numbers, as I mentioned, at the end of the first, it was 18-9 in Memorial favor. And at the end of the second here, 26-20 our score. But Ardmore did outscore the Chargers 11-8 in that second quarter. The Chargers, they've been dominating the glass. They have out-rebounded Ardmore 20-7. And 10 rebounds from Braden Hubbard, the 6'6 junior forward. He has had a solid game so far, those 10 rebounds. But a couple of those offensive putbacks on his own missed shots. So it's kind of fluffed the stats just a little bit, if you will. We take a look at the individual numbers, and the one that really stands out first for Ardmore, who is behind on the scoreboard. 7 field goals made in that first half, 6 from beyond the arc. They have 2 players in double figures, led with 6, led by D.D. Coleman, who came in averaging 18 a game. He's got 6 at the break, along with Dion Brown, who came in averaging 12 points per game. He's got 6 points as well. Brown also with 2 of those 7 rebounds. Rest of the scoring done. Jordan Brown, 3 points and a rebound. Did not score in that second frame. And Dakari Scott with 3 points in the first half. That coming in the second quarter. He, too, has a rebound. And then finally, Cedric Jones, coming off the bench. He had 2 points and a block shot. Matter of fact, if you look at the Tigers, the only player with multiple rebounds in that first half was Dion Brown. We take a look at the leaders for Tulsa Memorial, and Killian Spellman, he is on pace for a double-double. Had a monster first quarter, scored 8 of his 10 points in the first. He's got 5 rebounds. The 6'4 junior forward has had quite the game so far. The rest of the scoring done by the Chargers. Tyrese Frierson, leading scorer for the Chargers here in 2021, comes in. He's got 5 points. He had a 3 late in the first, had a 2 early in the second. Otherwise has been relatively quiet so far in this game. We mentioned Braden Hubbard, 6 points. He's got 10 boards to go along with that. And then finally, Dannon Lundry with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and Seth Pratt. Pratt setting right now with 3 points. He has missed from beyond the arc. Matter of fact, only 2 3-pointers made in that first half by Tulsa Memorial, and this is a team that shoots 38% from beyond the arc. So that is something that you would think might change in the second half. We step aside. It is special coverage of the 5A Boys State quarterfinals for the OSSA Boys State Basketball Championships, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Back in Owasso in a moment.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
A little quick on the clock. We're 10 seconds in. Ardmore with the possession arrow in their favor to begin this half, and we are underway. A couple of changes from the starting lineup for Coach Jesse as he leaves Cedric Jones, who came off of the bench in that first half, joining Scott, the Brown brothers, and D.D. Coleman in the Ardmore lineup. And Coleman with an errant pass, stolen by Pratt, speeds to the other end, goes in high off the glass and in. Exactly what the Chargers wanted to begin the half. A breakaway lay-in for Seth Pratt. He's now got 5 points. For Coach Bobby Allison, his original starting 5 of Profit, Hubbard, as well as Frierson on the floor. And there's a timeout. They call it a 60, so we'll step aside. Back in a moment in Owasso.
Ardmore Vision and Laser Eye Center invites you to their convenient location at 1122 Walnut Drive on the corner of 12th and Walnut in Ardmore. Dr. Denver Rushing and his staff offer professional service with the latest techniques and technologies from eyeglasses, contact lenses, and laser vision correction, plus diagnosis and management of ocular diseases. Ardmore Vision and Laser Eye Center provides the highest quality LASIK, professionally performed right here in Ardmore, so you don't have to travel for the best. Ardmore Vision and Laser Eye Center, conveniently located at 1122 Walnut Drive in Ardmore. Call 223-5300 to make your appointment.
Coming out of the timeout called by Ardmore, it is Pratt, Frierson, Hubbard, Spellman, and Profit on the floor for Memorial. Coach Jesse sticking with his lineup, which includes Cedric Jones, who came off of the bench midway through the second quarter. He's never left the floor. Brown with the basketball. And Scott loses it off of his knee. Then Spellman speeds past Scott. Scott with the reach-in foul way out up near midcourt. Be the first whistle against the Tigers here this afternoon. And the first foul of the second half. So Memorial took the opening possession of Ardmore, turned it into a turnover and points off turnovers for Seth Pratt. And they lead by 8, led by as many as 11 in the first half. Frierson to Pratt down in the low right corner. 6:50 to play, feed inside, Hubbard with a head fake. Now a pull up from 6, rattles around and in. 2 points away from a double-double performance. He's got 8 points and 10 boards. And the lead back to double figures for Memorial after a quick 4-0 run to begin this third quarter. Coleman with the basketball. Profit out to defend. Squares, left of circle, 3, knocks it down. So Coleman now 3 threes in the game, and he's got 9 points, halfway to his season scoring average. Pratt along the baseline, lofts it up to Hubbard. Coleman got a hand on it, tips it out to Frierson in the lane from 8, knocks it down. Well, that was a tough play by Frierson, Bryson. He kind of caught that low, somehow was able to step up and make a shot. Lead back to 9. 3 on the way here for Ardmore. They continue to live from beyond the arc. It's the one thing keeping them in it. Jordan Brown with his second 3 of the game, and it's back to a 6-point contest where we were at the halftime break. Hubbard drives, well defended by Jones, a miss, and Jones with his first rebound of the game. He's got 2 points, a block, and a rebound.
Tell you what, Jay, if you would have told me that Ardmore would have as many from beyond the arc today on our way up here, I would have said, go ahead and turn around. You're crazy. I don't want you to drive me.
Boy, Coleman almost got another one to fall, and they do get a foul on Frierson on the inside on the block out. It's his second personal. 9 threes in the game. Or excuse me, my math's a little bit off. 8. The miss on the inside. Hubbard with another rebound all the way up the floor to Pratt. And a right-hand finish for Seth Pratt. Both field goals here in the second half for Pratt have been breakaway layups, and it's an 8-point lead. Brown, crossover dribble, passing right side. They'll bounce it down into the corner. Floater along the baseline, and Dion Brown connects. He's got 8 points. And now Ardmore trying a little pressure. A 1-2-1-1 look. It's broken by Pratt. Speeding into the chest of Jones, and he'll score. Jones did what he had to do there to avoid a foul. He went straight up, took the contact. Three from Dakari Scott, and Scott connects.
And Dakari Scott, Jay Lindley, I know you're a big Oklahoma high school football fan. That kid going to be a big wide receiver next year for this Tiger team.
Just a 30-second timeout. So my math was off, but only for a moment. Now the Tigers have 9 threes in the game, and it's 36-31. And this is as close as they have been since they cut it to 2 way back in the first quarter. Remember, Memorial responded big time as that timeout taken by Ardmore. So Ardmore will have 2 timeouts the rest of the way. Memorial has so far not called a timeout. Coach Bobby Allison holding on to those.
You can see Coach Jesse, like we talked about in the pregame show, trying to get these boys fired up. They thrive off encouragement, and that's what he's trying to give them right now. Pump them up, make them feel good so they can go out and win this ball game.
So full court, man-to-man. Frierson will walk it up, defended by Deion Brown. Frierson walks across midcourt, nearing the midway point of this quarter. Spins to the left, now to the left elbow, finds Hubbard for 3. No, won't go. Rebound Scott underneath. And Dakari Scott with the outlet pass left side. Brown wants a 3, goes in and out. Pratt with the rebound. Outlet to the left, finding Frierson. Euro stepping in the lane, and they'll call him for a travel. So quickly into the game for Memorial is Ronnie Dixon. He replaces Jawan Profit in the Charger lineup, and he'll guard the inbound. Memorial sticking with that 1-2-1-1 look here. And Dixon, a rangy athlete, to guard that inbound. He's at the top of that press. He'll get across midcourt. That's Coleman. Finding Brown, floater just off of the right block. He was positioned behind the backboard. The miss, the rebound by Pratt. Frierson already to the other end. Doubles back now along the baseline. Underneath, out to Pratt with a head fake. And an open Frierson from the right corner. Won't go. Backside rebound hauled in by Jordan Brown. And then Brown kicks it off. It was weird there because Dixon came up from behind, and it kind of deflected off of Brown's leg out of bounds. I thought it was going to be off Dixon initially.
Brown, it looked like he thought it as well just a little bit there. So
Frierson down low to Hubbard. Spins inside, high off the glass, a miss. His own putback effort won't go. It's tipped around, picked up by Coleman on the run. Coleman comes to a stop. Left wing bomb. 4 threes in the game, and it's now a 2-point contest.
Getting some life out of that Ardmore grandstand over there. Like we said.
And credit Cedric Jones, undersized against Hubbard, stuck with him defensively to set that up. Spellman lost a handle, kicks to Pratt, right corner 3, back of the iron, no good. Scott goes in for the rebound, muscles it away from Hubbard. And now Scott will pass out left side, and Coleman will bring it across midcourt. Chance for a tire of the lead in the pass down low. It was a low bounce pass intended for Jones, stolen away by Spellman. He'll go the distance, hop step, kick to Pratt. Now up top, Dixon wants the 3. It's short. Rebound Jordan Brown. Brown across midcourt, the sophomore. 2:19 to play, 3 for the lead. Knocks it down, and Ardmore has their first lead of the game. 5 threes in the quarter. It's 37-36 with 2:05 to play here in the third.
I don't know if you guys at home can feel this camera shaking, but I know I can. This building has become electric. 1:55 left in the third.
No look to Dixon. He'll drive from the right arc into the lane and takes the lead back. So Dixon with his first points of the game. Sticking with the pressure. Ardmore so far has been able to break it relatively easy. Pass to Jones. Out to Dakari Scott. Now into the left corner. 3 on the way, and Deion Brown connects. 6 threes in the quarter, 11 in the game. Ardmore up by 2. Minute 18, and the Ardmore crowd on the far side of the gymnasium yelling down on the court here at Owasso. Frierson misses inside. Rebound Spellman. The putback is good, and an and-one opportunity for the Memorial Big. Foul whistled on D.D. Coleman, who picks up his first personal foul. It's the second team foul of the half against the Tigers. Timeout to be called here. We're tied 40 all. It'll be a 60, so we'll step aside. Back in a moment on KICM TV.
Hi, I'm Richard Bell, owner and founder of The Boss, the Builder's Outlet Superstore. The Boss carries a huge selection of laminate, waterproof flooring, and carpet, as well as doors, cabinets, and vanities. The Boss is your wood fencing leader, with unbeatable pricing on pickets, panels, and supplies. The Boss is open Tuesday through Saturday at 2606 Crossroads Drive in Ardmore. When you want the best deals in flooring, fencing, and home improvement, you gotta shop at The Boss.
After trailing by as many as 11 at points in this game, Ardmore overall has connected with 14 field goals in the game, 12 of them from beyond the arc. They had their first lead a moment ago. Spellman, though, scoring underneath, fouled on the put-in and goes to the line with a chance to give Memorial the lead back. Taking his time here. And Memorial does take the lead back. And checking into the game is Dannon Lundy. So Lundy will replace Spellman for Coach Allison and the Chargers. And it's a 1-point Memorial lead, 41-40. Jordan Brown across midcourt. Coleman with the basketball. Backpedals out, upper right corner of the court. Passing to the left finds Jordan Brown. Back to Dakari Scott. Chadre McGee checked in during that timeout. Called by Memorial. 3 at the top of the key from McGee. Doesn't have the high hand coming off of the bench. Dixon with the rebound. He'll streak up the right side of the floor. Scoop pass it out to Frierson. Cross-court pass, left wing, penetrating here is Monte Collins, and an offensive foul. Taking the charge is D.D. Coleman. So Collins picks up his second personal. It's the second foul of the half against the Chargers. And 32.5 remains here in the third. Memorial sticking with the pressure. Coleman to bring it up. Bounces it out across midcourt to Scott. To McGee in the corner. Drives, travel. Took that little extra side step. Got his lower body moving before the upper body, and the official had a clear angle on it. 19.5 to play after Ardmore took a lead. After trailing by as many as 11, Memorial has a chance here to push that lead back out. There have been 3 lead changes basically in the final 3 minutes of this third quarter. Frierson driving past his defender, leaves a floater short. Rebound underneath Coleman. 1 second, half-court heave, and it's going to be just short. So at the end of 3, Tulsa Memorial 41, Ardmore 40. Back in a moment on KICM TV.
Dollar Tree Warehouse in Marietta is currently looking for general warehouse associates, and they want you. Direct hire with no staff and agency involvement. Salary starting at $13 per hour, plus incentive bonuses. Shifts available include 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Dollar Tree Warehouse offers free medical and basic life insurance for full-time associates, dental and vision insurance, voluntary life insurance, 401k including company match, paid time off, a salary increase in 6 months, and annual merit increases. Apply online today at dollartree.com/careers.
Welcome back, everyone. Special presentation of the OSSA 5A Boys State Quarterfinals of the 2021 Boys Basketball Championships, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors and brought to you by KICM TV, produced by the Oklahoma Sports Network for the NFHS Network. A couple of scores from earlier today. Sapulpa, the number 1 5A girls team, knocking off Shawnee 53-36, while right now Lawton Mack Lott MacArthur on the girls' side. They lead El Reno 24-20, 5:30 to play in the third. Here, it's 41-40, and the three-time defending champs who didn't get to defend their crown a year ago on the ropes against Ardmore. It's a one-point game as we enter the fourth. Pratt down the left side of the lane, and the lead is back to 3. Ardmore had a monster third quarter. As we welcome you back, Jay Lindley alongside Bryson Colwell. They connected with 6 threes in the quarter. They've connected with 12 in the game. They're down by 3 here. It's Coleman, Scott, Jones, and the Brown brothers on the floor here to start the fourth for Coach Kyle Jesse in his first year at Ardmore. 4th year overall as a head coach. Driving is Coleman. Kick to an open Brown in the corner. And Dion Brown ties it at 43-all. That's our first tie of the game. And it comes here with 7:01 to play. 3 lead changes in that third quarter. As Profit had it poked loose for a moment, regaining control is Spellman. He'll drive, find an open Hubbard underneath, a miss, but Hubbard fouled on the putback effort. Hubbard's been held in check on the glass here in the second half. That's his 3rd rebound. He had 10 in the first half. He's got 13 overall, and he's still 2-point shy of a double-double. This is just the second and third free throws attempted in this game, and Hubbard hits the first of 2. Spellman had a 3-point play back in the third. Ardmore with 3 team fouls. And Hubbard connects with both.
Now make it a 2-point game here with 6:45 left here in the fourth quarter.
Scott with it, starts the offense from the upper right corner of the court. Jones out to receive the pass, back to Scott. Head fake on the 3, working against the taller Spellman. Calling for Coleman, hands off between the 2 circles. Calls for a screen. Works back to the left, screen never really developed. Out right side to Jordan Brown. Brown now trying to muscle past Pratt, throws up a floater, then an awkward shot off the mark. Hubbard with the rebound. They bring it up the right half of the floor, closing in on the 6-minute mark. Lost it as he was backing into Jones. It's picked up by Dakari Scott down the center of the lane. A blocking foul called underneath. So now Scott will get a trip to the line. Foul is on Jawan Profit. Profit picking up his first personal foul. So Dakari Scott, 6 points in the game. He's got a pair of 3-pointers made. Matter of fact, pretty much everyone wearing Ardmore jerseys has had a 3 in this game, it feels like. Scott missing the first of 2. 4 different players with multiple 3-point makes for Ardmore. Scott hits the back end. 45-44. 6 to play here in the fourth. Frierson will walk it up center court. Crossing the midcourt circle. Back to the left. Waving at Pratt down in that left corner. Calls for Hubbard to work across the lane. Stacked to that side. Spellman all alone to the right. Profit drifts his way. Works off of a ball screen. Finds Spellman. Nothing developing there. Well defended by D.D. Coleman. Coleman's had a great defensive game as well. Frierson, pull up from the left elbow extended, and that's the type of shot that Tyrese Frierson can hit. We saw him earlier hit a crossover step back 3 in the first half. And when your leading scorer, up until that, had just 7 points, you need him to come through. You need him to come through in the fourth, and he gives his team a 3-point lead. Coleman with the basketball. Coleman looking at the official. Profit was kind of tapping him on the head there for a moment. Coleman forces a top of the key, would have been a 2. Lock up on the rebound. And tie ball the call, the alternating arrow favoring the Ardmore Tigers. And they'll have it underneath the basket. As checking into the game is Elijah Franks. We have not seen Franks since the first half.
And he's coming in for Jones, the sophomore. But if it wasn't for Jones, the sophomore, causing that jump ball, Ardmore wouldn't have the ball right now. It would have already been gone the Tulsa Memorial direction. Great job by him.
And Jones has come off of the bench to have a well of a game. I think win or lose, I'm interested to hear what Kyle Jesse has to say about his performance. It's Coleman sliding through the lane. He's got 14 points. It's the first field goal of the fourth quarter for the Tigers. 47-46 Memorial. Pratt in the right corner after a pass from Hubbard. They'll have to set up the offense near the midway point of this fourth. Memorial clutching on to a 1-point lead. It's Frierson who had the last make for the Chargers. Finds Pratt, back to Frierson. Skip pass over the defense to an open Spellman. Travels right in front of the Memorial bench. Wow.
Just mistake right there you can't make this point in the game if you're Memorial. Down 1 point, 4:21 left in the fourth quarter, and Ardmore looking to take advantage.
And Dakari Scott missing a left wing bomb. Rebound Hubbard. How many times have I said that today? 15, I can tell you. Had the double-double off of the made free throws a moment ago. And then Frierson, the leading scorer this season for the Chargers, pushes the lead back to 3 as we slide past the midway point in the fourth. 3:54 to play. 49-46 our count. A player of the game honors coming up, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. There's a couple to go after for both teams, I think.
No doubt about it.
Coleman will drive, spin down the left side of the lane. Hubbard pokes it loose, goes diving for it, but was on the out-of-bounds line as he was touching the basketball, and it will remain Ardmore's ball with 3:33 to play. And a foul here on the inbound on Hubbard.
That's just his first here.
And his first, fourth team foul. Ardmore setting with 3 team fouls here in this second half. Still a ways away from any bonus free throws. Jordan Brown for 3. We're tied at 49. Kind of like Hubbard in the rebounds. How many times have I said that? 4 for Mr. Brown. And now 13 times for Ardmore. As Spellman drives, there is a whistle. I believe he'll be on Dakari Scott. And it is Scott picking up his third personal.
And Dakari, 3:21 left here in the fourth, being one of those key players. Got to be really careful here near in foul trouble. Not quite there yet, but close.
Profit out to Pratt. Out to Profit on the feed from Hubbard. Misses a 3. Rebound hauled in, Deion Brown. And up the floor to Jordan Brown. Back out near midcourt to D.D. Coleman. Also just checked in was Cedric Jones, who's been great off of the bench for the Ardmore Tigers today.
Absolutely, just.
And Spellman on the reach-in called for a foul. Memorial fans not happy about it.
Neither was the Memorial bench. They're going to take a timeout.
Timeout called by Tulsa Memorial. We'll see if it's a 60. Officials have yet to indicate it is. We step aside. Back in a moment on KICM TV.
Athletic injuries are essentially orthopedic injuries with sport-specific components. At Excel Therapy, our goal is for the athlete to return to the sport quickly. Excel Therapy can assist in speeding up recovery following surgery by improving range of motion, strength, and flexibility. At Excel Therapy, we excel at sports medicine. We excel at physical therapy. We excel at helping you excel. With clinics in Ardmore and Durant, our team excels at orthopedic injury recovery and sports medicine. Find us at exceltherapyok.com.
Well, the second half has been back and forth. 3 lead changes since the final 3 minutes of the third. 2 ties, and we are tied yet again, 49 all, with 2:53 here to play. 18th ranked Ardmore trying to pull the upset off of second ranked Tulsa Memorial, who came in off of 3 straight state titles. Obviously didn't get to compete for one last year, but they did make the tournament. One of 3 boys teams in this 5A bracket to make it back to state here in 2021 from the championship rounds that were canceled a year ago. Here's Coleman. Step back, left of circle 3, goes down, a miss. Scott with the rebound, feeds inside to Jones, and Jones connects. It's a 2-point lead.
What a game for the sophomore Jones. A memorable one at least. Ardmore up 51-49 with 2:12 here in the fourth at Owasso.
Frierson, Pratt, Profit, Hubbard, and Spellman. Coach Allison's original starting 5. Frierson got caught up in the air, kicks to Hubbard. 3 on the way, a miss, and Pratt called for a push in the back on Jordan Brown. Going for the rebound, he picks up his second personal, and it's team foul number 6 against Memorial, so one more will send the Tigers to the bonus. 2 to play here in the 5A boys state quarterfinals. Up ahead, high pass, hauled in by Jones. He's double teamed in front of his own bench. Finds Brown. Brown's pass, an errant one, broken up by Spellman. It was intended for Scott. Pratt now a clean look at the 3, nets it home, and Memorial has taken the lead back. That is the first 3 of the second half for Memorial, just their third 3 in the game. Minute 26 in this gem of a game, and a big collision at midcourt. Spellman went for the loose ball, or I say loose ball, the high pass. Jakari Scott went up for it, and that was almost more of a high school hit football than basketball.
I was going to say that's not the hardest that I've ever seen Dakari get hit on a field of play, but definitely without pads for sure.
And the foul goes against Spellman. It's his second personal.
Dakari just needs one to tie it, one more to put him ahead.
1-and-1 opportunity here for Dakari Scott. He's 1 of 2 in this game from the line. Here in the fourth, he connects the first of 2. Or now 2, I should say.
And that also, Jay, like you said, just to point it out again, that puts Memorial into some bonus trouble here with that foul. And that one puts Ardmore ahead.
Ardmore up, 53-52, 124 to play here in the fourth. Frierson will bring it up the floor. Crosses midcourt, minute 17 to play. Tiger fans in unison on the far side of the court calling for D. Frierson drives, little contact, a miss. Hubbard, the putback won't go, but he'll earn a trip to the line.
And that's probably not the guy you want going to the line right here in this situation with 1:09 left. But that's who's headed there.
Foul was on Jordan Brown, 5th team foul against the Tigers. And Hubbard goes to the line. He's 2 of 2 from the free throw stripe here in this game. Those free throws here in the fourth.
Makes that one, ties the ball game.
16 rebounds today for Braden Hubbard, by the way. Double-double performance. He's got 11, looking for number 12 in the lead. And it just rolls out. Wow. Clock begins to tick down. We hit the 1-minute mark after the rebound by Dakari Scott. Coleman with the basketball, passes near side. They have the offense spread out, kind of a 4-corner set. And now timeout called by Coach Kyle Jesse. He'll have 1 timeout remaining. Memorial will have 2. It is a 60. We step aside. Back in a moment on KICM TV.
Are you unhappy with your job? Maybe you want to do something totally different. Oasis Staffing can help. If you're thinking about a new career, our experienced staff members can assess your skills and help match you to a career that utilizes those skills, helping you to achieve your maximum potential. We have positions available in many different fields, so get dressed for success and apply in person at our office located at 105 North Commerce in Ardmore, just south of Homeland. Oasis Staffing, Ardmore's #1 source for connecting employees with employers.
Well, at the end of 3 quarters, it was Ardmore up by 2, 43-41. The final 3 minutes of the third produced 3 lead changes. We sit here now with 2 ties, 5 lead changes. We are tied, or excuse me, 3 ties. And we're tied again with 49 seconds to play. This has played out exactly how Ardmore wanted it to. They've kept this game below 60. They have lived from beyond the arc. Coach Jesse and the Tigers taking a timeout to set up this offensive play. Brown's trapped in the corner, needs help. And the whistle, another timeout. And that time, I think Coach Jesse saw things were not developing. It's a 60, so we step aside. Back in a moment, tied game on KICM TV.
Southern Tech, your community technology center, would like to take a moment to recognize all their students and alumni participating in athletic events. They support their students who are band members on the Pom Squad, on the cheerleading team, on the field, and in the stands. In every endeavor, whether their students are in the classroom or community, they want to encourage them. Southern Tech students come from all over Southern Oklahoma to learn new skills, improve their craft, or earn a certification. Full-time, online, evening classes, and more are available for people of all ages. What are you waiting for? Write your success story at Southern Tech.
The Ardmore Tigers have lost 6 straight games in the state quarterfinals. Their last in 2015 against Tulsa Memorial, and trying to pull off the upset here in the opening round of the 2021 5A Boys State Basketball Championships. They have the basketball. Now 24 seconds on the clock. Spellman out to defend. Gets to Coleman. Coleman down in the corner. High arcing, desperation three. Hits the top of the backboard and goes out of bounds. That did not go as drawn up by Coach Kyle Jesse over in the far corner. So now it's Memorial with an opportunity. And keep in mind, the Chargers, they have 2 timeouts remaining. Frierson has made some big-time shots today. He's defended by Deion Brown. Profit will bring it up. He's looking toward Frierson. They get it to the player averaging 17 a game. He's hit some big ones. Memorial fans on their feet for this. 5, 4, Frierson, top of the key. Pull up, 15-footer, and it's off the mark. We go to overtime. 53-all our score in the 5A Boys State quarterfinals, and we'll have another 4 minutes of it coming up after this on KICM TV.
Ardmore Vision and Laser Eye Center invites you to their convenient location at 1122 Walnut Drive on the corner of 12th and Walnut in Ardmore. Dr. Denver Rushing and his staff offer professional service with the latest techniques and technologies, from eyeglasses, contact lenses, and laser vision correction, plus diagnosis and management of ocular diseases. Ardmore Vision and Laser Eye Center provides the highest quality LASIK, professionally performed right here in Ardmore, so you don't have to travel for the best. Ardmore Vision and Laser Eye Center, conveniently located at 1122 Walnut Drive in Ardmore. Call 223-5300 to make your appointment.
Welcome back, everyone. Overtime it is here in the 5A Boys State quarterfinals. Today's broadcast brought to you by KICM TV, produced by the Oklahoma Sports Network for the NFHS Network. And the opening tip of overtime goes to the Chargers and Braden Hubbard. The two teams, Ardmore has played 2 overtime games this season. They're 2-0 in such games. Played in overtime last week. As for Memorial, they have an overtime win earlier this season over MacArthur. And Hubbard gets the first overtime basket. They won that game 91-85 in a game played at home against Lawton MacArthur. Hubbard's had quite the game. 13 points, 16 rebounds. Ardmore has flamed the nets from beyond the arc this entire game, but had just 1 3-pointer in the fourth. 13 threes in the game. Scott almost loses it. Jordan Brown to pick it up. 55-53. D.D. Coleman works past Spellman. Floater, back of the iron, won't go. Great job by Jones shielding Hubbard from the rebound. It gets out to Jordan Brown. and then it's kicked by Frierson, so Ardmore will have to inbound along the sidelines. Jay Lindley alongside Bryson Colwell. And this broadcast that is presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Player of the game to be named later. And a lot of them.
Yeah, I was going to say we could just give it to both squads. I feel like that'd be easier on all of us, right?
Make it easy. 3 on the way, and Jordan Brown connects. He said, did you say something about player of the game? He's got 15. And they have come off of 5 threes, and Ardmore now has the lead. Our 6th lead change of the game, and our 6th since the 3-minute mark in the 3rd. Hubbard on the inside fouled, and he'll go to the line. And so Dakari Scott, picks up his 4th. And that is team foul number 6. Of course, the team fouls stick with you in the overtime frame. So the next will send Memorial to the line the rest of the way. Ardmore already in the bonus as Hubbard hits the first of 2. He is now 4 of 5 from the line in this game. And all of that coming in the 4th quarter in this overtime set. And he nets home another, looking awfully confident. Memorial has taken the lead back, 57-56.
Multiple times that Hubbard's have been at the line tonight, he's either given them the lead back or tied the ball game up. So he's been a huge momentum shifter for Memorial in this game tonight.
Scott drives, left elbow, jumper, knocks it in. That one hit the back of the iron, shot through the net. Scott with 11. Ardmore back in front. 2:08 to play. And an offensive foul called on Hubbard. D.D. Coleman had position underneath the basket. Seth Pratt called for that. That's the 2nd charge of the game on Pratt. And that is his 3rd personal. Of course, it's an offensive foul, so it doesn't result in free throws for the Tigers. Ardmore protecting a 1-point lead. We close in on the 2-minute mark. Coleman trying to split Profit and Frierson. Instead goes left. Brown, left corner 3, miss. Great rebound to Dakari Scott. His 3rd of the game. He's had his 3 rebounds. They've been huge. Step back 3, Jordan Brown. High arcing shot won't go. Frierson with a rebound collides with Dion Brown. And Brown's whistle for his 2nd. And now Frierson walks the distance with a chance to give his team the edge back. 1-and-1 opportunity waiting Tyrese Frierson.
You can just feel the emotion coming off the court, Jay. I mean, here, 1:41 left in the first overtime. And to tie the game, he is going to.
Woo. That one went around the cylinder about 5 times before finally making a decision. This is a very good free throw shooting team collectively, Memorial. They shoot 74% from the free throw stripe here this season. Trying to take the lead back, and Frierson makes it look easy.
Right now, Memorial, where Memorial's winning this matchup right now is purely at the line, because Ardmore has gotten into situations where they're basically giving them free points at the line. Like you said, 79% on the year for Memorial, and Ardmore's really having to work for these points right now.
Coleman to McGee, back to McGee, drives, kicks, Brown, left corner 3. Dion Brown with 17 points, and Ardmore has taken a 2-point advantage. Timeout on the floor. It is a 60. We'll step aside. Tigers in front by 2. Minute 19 to play here in overtime. Back in a moment on KICM TV.
There's tea, and then there's HTO. 24 flavors of sweet or unsweet tea made with the best water for the best tea. Don't miss out on happy hour, where half-price drinks are our way of saying thank you for being a part of the family. If refreshing water or incredible tea isn't enough, then add some fresh fruit to your drink or choose from our large variety of snacks to make the perfect combo. HTO now in Ardmore on the corner of Commerce and Grand.
Welcome back, everyone. Jay Lindley alongside Bryson Colwell, Eric Sharam, running all the video technical production here in Owasso. Overtime numero 1, Ardmore up 61-59 over the 3-time defending champs, Tulsa Memorial. The Chargers on the ropes as the Tigers have connected with 16 three-pointers. The last by Deion Brown. Frierson with the basketball, closing in on the 1 minute mark here in overtime. Profit up top to Hubbard, around to Pratt. He'll fire a three. It's missed. Rebound low by the sophomore as Cedric Jones has had quite the game.
And it's going Ardmore's way, I believe, because of the jump.
And the tie ball, the possession arrow in favor of the Tigers. Now 60 seconds remain.
A lot of time left in this basketball game. Ardmore's really got to put some points on the board. You see Chandre McGee in here into the game. Coleman.
The Brown brothers, as well as
Dakari Scott.
Yeah, Scott out there. For Coach Allison in Memorial, his original starting five. They've not had many breathers today. They've been out there for the bulk of this. As Frierson, Spellman will guard the inbound. They go left. Sticking with pressure, needing to create a turnover. Up the floor to Scott, right side. Through traffic, pass deflected out of bounds. Hubbard got his long paw on it, batted it out of bounds. 51.6 to play.
Nice job by Ardmore, waste a little time and get the ball back there.
And here's a lob over the defense to Deion Brown. Up top to Jordan Brown. Skip pass over the defense right wing. Pass tipped by Profit, stolen by Spellman. Behind the back dribble, creates some space, bounces ahead to Hubbard. Stop, looked like for a moment he was going to step into a three. Thought differently. Now it's to Pratt, Profit right wing. 27 seconds. Profit with the dish. It's loose underneath, and Scott comes up with it. 20 seconds. And now Memorial has to foul. Spellman does so. Will send Jordan Brown the distance. And Jordan Brown was the hero last week against Del Reno in overtime. Hit a pair of free throws under 20 seconds to play. And what was eventually a 2-point win to get here to Owasso. Brown's first free throw attempts of the game. It's a 1-and-1. He's got 15 points, 5 threes made in the game. The southpaw made it look easy. The lead is to 3.
Gotta hit this one right here. A lot of pressure on this Brown, but he has consistently been great tonight. 63-59 your score. 19.4 seconds left here in overtime.
Memorial has not used a timeout. They roll it in, 18 seconds. Here's Frierson, trying to cut it within 2. It's going to be short. Rebound is loose. Picked up by Brown. Pratt will foul. And Ardmore with 11.5 to play has a chance to ice it here with Deion Brown, the older brother of Jordan Brown. And now Coach Allison will take that timeout here in overtime. 60-second break. Ardmore 63, Memorial 59. Back in a moment on KICM TV.
Athletic injuries are essentially orthopedic injuries with sports-specific components. At Excel Therapy, our goal is for the athlete to return to the sport quickly. Excel Therapy can assist in speeding up recovery following surgery by improving range of motion, strength, and flexibility. At Excel Therapy, we excel at sports medicine. We excel at physical therapy. We excel at helping you excel. With clinics in Ardmore and Durant, our team excels at orthopedic injury recovery and sports medicine. Find us at exceltherapyok.com.
Back, everyone. 11.5 seconds remain here in overtime. And Ardmore, exactly what they wanted, keeping this game in the 60s. They have a 4-point advantage with 11.5 to play. Deion Brown at the line, and Brown following in his brother's footsteps. He hits the first of 2. The Tigers in the double bonus. It's now a 6-point lead. Inbound to Frierson. Coach Jesse holding up his hands. Don't foul. Pratt with the 3 on the way. It's a miss. Hubbard, kick out to Frierson. And that'll do it. Ardmore has come in and shot second-rate Tulsa Memorial. The Chargers unable to get any traction against the Tigers after jumping out 7-0 early. Ardmore tightened it up and lives and dies from beyond the arc. Coming up, it's the post-game wrap-up, as well as a complete look at the stats in this one and our Academy Sports and Outdoors Player of the Game. It's on the way after this on KICM TV.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
When I grow up, everything is going to be perfect. I'll be a supermodel, a scientist, and an astronaut. And then I'll meet a boy who loves everything about me. And when he asks me to marry him, my ring will be so big and so beautiful and have so many diamonds, all my friends will want to see it and they'll be super happy for me. And he will be so smart, he'll get a great deal on it at Ray Ward Fine Jewelers.
Ray Ward Fine Jewelers.
Southern Tech, your community technology center, would like to take a moment to recognize all their students and alumni participating in athletic events. They support their students who are band members on the Pom Squad, on the cheerleading team, on the field, and in the stands. In every endeavor, whether their students are in the classroom or community, they want to encourage them. Southern Tech students come from all over Southern Oklahoma to learn new skills, improve their craft, or earn a certification. Full-time, online, evening classes, and more are available for people of all ages. What are you waiting for? Write your success story at Southern Tech.
(65-59) your final score here. Ardmore, the 18th ranked Tigers, with the upset win after making their first trip to state since 2015. They get back into the semifinals with a win over a team that was the last team to beat them in state as they defeat Tulsa Memorial here today. And the Chargers, their chance to essentially be four-peat champions comes to a close. Jay Lindley alongside Bryson Caldwell. Eric Sharm will talk to Bryson here in a moment. Today's 5A boys quarterfinal round of the OSSAA 2021 State Basketball Championships, brought to you by KICM TV and produced by the Oklahoma Sports Network for the NFHS Network. And we'll have your player of the game coming up here in a moment. But before we get to the final numbers, Bryson, we said in the opening, Ardmore had to dirty it up. They were coming in against a team in Tulsa Memorial that was averaging 70 points per game. They were allowing just 52 points per game. And from the opening tip, the Chargers got going in transition, and it looked like it was going to be a runaway. Credit to Ardmore. They stuck with it. They were down by 6 at the break, would take their first lead of the game with 3 minutes to go in the third. And then it was back and forth down the stretch. Overall, 9 lead changes and 3 ties in what essentially came out to be the final 15 minutes of the game when you say regulation and overtime. An impressive first-round win for Coach Kyle Jesse.
There we go. Now that microphone's on. Thanks, Jay Lindley. Hey, you know that George Strait song, Tell Me Something Bad About Tulsa? The only thing the Tigers have to complain about Tulsa right now is the drive up here, because they are winners here this first round. And like you said, Jay, they had to play – basically, we'll break it down like this. They had to play their best basketball of the season if they wanted to see the semifinal game, and I believe that they did that here today. It's like you said, Brown, I mean, he was on fire in overtime and helped lead this team to this victory.
An impressive game indeed, in which the Tigers lived and died from beyond the arc. In all, they finish up the game with 18 three-pointers made. What a performance they had. We start first as we take the rundown of the numbers here that will take you to our player of the game. And for Memorial, they're 59 points, leading scorer, and we'll start there. Our Academy Sports and Outdoors Tulsa Memorial player of the game, Braden Hubbard. What a game he had. Double-double performance. He hit some very key free throws down the stretch in overtime. He was 5 of 6 from the line. He finishes up 15 points, 16 rebounds. The 6'6 junior forward had an outstanding game. He was one of 3 Chargers in double figures as Killian Spellman, 13 points, but get this, 5 rebounds, all came in the first half. He did not get back on the glass the rest of the way. Tyrese Frierson, the 5'11 junior guard, leading scorer this season at 17 points per game, scores just 13 in this one, although fourth quarter and overtime combined, that's where he found 6 of his 13 points. And then rounding it out, Seth Pratt finished up the game with 14 points, but none in overtime, and Ronnie Dixon coming off of the bench to finish up with 2 points. As this is the first loss that Tulsa Memorial has had in some time, and matter of fact, just the 3rd loss since 2011. The only team to defeat the Chargers in that frame, well, the next team up for the Tigers in Carl Albert, who essentially got a first-round bye in this year's 2021 tournament, of course, still playing through COVID protocol, and that matchup will be going on here in Owasso tomorrow. We take a look at the final numbers for the Tigers, and we begin with our Academy Sports and Outdoors player of the game, Jordan Brown. What a game he had. Brown finished up not the leading scorer. He had 17 points, and really you could argue, I mean, the cliche thing would be this is a team win. The entire team should probably get this award, but Brown, he had 2 key free throws late that made it a 4-point game. He finished with 17 points in the game, 5 of his 17 coming in that overtime set. It should also be mentioned his older brother, Dion Brown, finished with 19 points. He, too, had 5 points in the overtime frame as they worked together to score 10 of their team's 12 overtime points. Rest of the scoring done by the Tigers here today. D.D. Coleman finishing up with 14 points. Tremendous defensive effort by Coleman today against Tyrese Frierson. While the rest of the scoring done by the Tigers, Dakari Scott with 11 points in the game. As you look at these overall numbers, Cedric Jones came off of the bench, 4 points, 3 very key rebounds, and a block shot for the sophomore coming off of the bench in this one. And you look at just the overall craziness of the game. This is a team that's not really known for three-point shooting, but at the end of the third quarter, they had a 2-point lead. They were living from beyond the arc, and at that point had 13 three-pointers. They finished the game with 16 three-pointers made on this Thursday afternoon.
Just an absolutely great game today, overtime. And, we got to watch Carl Albert practice a little bit whenever we first got here. I know I've gotten to watch Carl Albert play this year. It is going to be a tough game tonight. The Tigers need to get back to the hotel, get some rest, watch some film on Carl Albert, and get ready for the Titans tomorrow because, like we said, Jay, they are a good team. We know Tulsa Memorial, also a very good team. Carl Albert is going to be equally as good, if not better, than Tulsa Memorial tomorrow, and they better be ready for them.
Of course, those two met. It'll be a rematch of the regional championship. It was a game that top-ranked Carl Albert, the Titans, won going away by 30, and we'll have a rematch of that one tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. Big thanks to everyone, including the OSSAA, as today's game brought to you by KICM TV and produced by the Oklahoma Sports Network for the NFHS Network. And, of course, this broadcast presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. That game, of course, the Carl Albert Ardmore game, 2 o'clock here tomorrow in Owasso. More to come as we take the session break. A big thanks to Eric Sharam, our on-site technical producer. For Bryson Colwell, I'm Jay Lindley. Till later, so long, everyone, from Owasso, Oklahoma.